What a beautiful airport. What a beautiful mountain scenery. What an inconveniently located airport. It's like 30 minutes from San Salvador, so we're going there and then a bus. Definitely a different restaurant than I normally would have. Very fun though. H2O ranks pretty low in the like foreign soda tier list. So fun fact for people that don't know, El Salvador uses the US dollar, but they use the dollar coin instead of the dollar bill. One of the very few places to do that. So I decided to make the very bold decision to pay an extra 50 cents to get a direct bus and one that doesn't stop everywhere. So yeah, we'll be enjoying this wonderful ride.
Desde la República de Honduras, desde la ciudad de Tegucigalpa y Guatepeque, hoy yo traigo este producto, mira, la mejor vitamina.
A salesman on the bus is selling Honduran vitamins. Our bus got stuck. Italian coffee being sold. This is an interesting experience. Randomly got off, so we ended up by a women's clothing store because that's the first building to call an Uber from. We made it to a decidedly less random part of Santa Ana. So Santa Ana is the second largest city in El Salvador. Pretty important, kind of as far west as you can get without going really to Guatemala. So pretty interesting volcanoes nearby, which we'll probably see tomorrow as well. Very, very photogenic city center so far. The going rate for tomatoes seems to be 25 for $1. That is what is being constantly exclaimed around the city center, so you know what's up. You're probably gonna get tired of me videoing these alleys, but I'm not going to stop. This is just gorgeous. Oh, it's awesome, yeah. So after meeting some tourists that are literally lived in the same dorm I did in my university, wild. This is like an abandoned, burned school. It was a school of the arts, pretty central. And then this fire happened and the government was going to actually just tear it down and then last minute decided to preserve it as a monument. So it's obviously like a very pretty area. You have like the foundation's very well preserved. You're not supposed to enter this, but the people said it's fine. On the hunt for food now. After the hottest pupusas known to mankind, we are in the streets at night. Spooky. Just you doubted that this is in North America, we do have Little Caesars to bring you back. Unlike the Algerian fast food places, it is probably real though. Yeah, in fact, this street was so sketchy at night that I bought stickers. Yeah, truly the mark of a, like, underworldy place. It is crazy how active this place is. I mean, it's not late, it's 6:30. It is past sunset, but there's still activity. For late night, there's practically nothing. I don't do nightlife, so I will not test that. But yeah, it feels very chill here. Such a gorgeous scenery. Like the rolling mountains, the preserved like houses. Yeah, we're up early, going to catch a bus to the main volcano. It's a weird bus station, which helps us because that is much closer to where I'm staying. Kind of close to the school that we saw yesterday. So walking over there now, I have to get that by 7:30. the beginning of the entrance to the volcanic park. We have to meet up with the guide, and luckily it's all in Spanish, so we'll at least be good practice for that.
We can't go back to the one we'll be there 2 weeks earlier. And that's why.
Y para subir en 3 horas 30, créeme que cansancio tal vez.
It's alright.
That's very kind. We hate each other actually. Pero al menos estos dos se pueden hacer.
So this volcano is one of the youngest volcanoes, like youngest one in Central America, only about 254 years old. We're getting to rockier bits now. This is like the final viewpoint, and then we will see the summit. And we finally arrived at the big Sulphur Lake. And to show you the scale of this country, that is the San Salvador volcano. This is the Santa Ana volcano, so basically the two largest cities' volcanoes are visible from each other, which is quite cool. So the hike down has happened. Got this little cookie to celebrate eating for the first time today. Water as well, so we'll survive. Waiting for the bus here. Yeah, very cool. The scale of the volcano is much larger than I anticipated as well. Like, the pictures do not do it justice. It's like 600-foot drop, 200 meters, so very, very interesting to see in person. So we got off in the center of the city. Now I'm just going to get some coffee, food, and just rest a bit before probably going to a public concert with some people from the bus. So it should be fun. Right by this very well preserved building, there seems to be something that looks like a mosque. I would be shocked, but I've also seen weirder places for mosques. A much better view of how these are just reformed school buses in some sense. Always the foreign branding on products to make them seem fancy and imported. So Japanese is actually pretty common here, which I wasn't expecting. This is the weirdest soundtrack I've ever been searching for a mosque for. Okay, so apparently it is possible to visit, and I have no idea how. But it's a Palestinian mosque. I asked people for directions, and they were confused for the Spanish word for mosque and then called it the tower. But it is a mosque, according to all sources I can find. So, interesting. A lot of the buses as well have very American symbology. Better angle of the mosque. I am in a pretty abandoned but very bougie coffee shop, so we'll see if the coffee's worth it. This is my first Salvadoran coffee, so should be fun. So yeah, we're going to go to the concert now, getting Mexican food as well, so fun. I do always appreciate that places with good park culture, like plenty of people out and about by the main cathedral. So I just went to a place that sold tortas, which are more like Mexican food, but very popular here and very kind. Like, they humored my Spanish a lot. Tried practicing English, so very fun vibe. And this is the mixed sandwich. Literally a Chinese language red panda cafe here. Yeah, didn't expect that, did you? And the church's raffle, 5th place got a toaster. Very cute though. Beautiful church. I had to be snuck out the back end because they closed the main entrance while I was in there. So that was fun. Wonderful older lady just took out her key, took me to a basement exit, but stopped to pray at each of the altars, which, I mean, that was what she was here for, so not gonna complain for her saving me.
Business dealing.
The El Salvadorian Youth String Orchestra is insane. The conductor broke out a cello for like Toto's Africa after like Beethoven. Wild. can you imagine 5 years ago, like in El Salvadorian Park after night, just looking this busy and having this much like street activity? This is insane. Yeah, so after that great orchestra, it was very fun meeting up with some of the people at other hostels, although I'm not really in a social hostel, they are. And so I got to kind of piggyback off of that culture a bit. Just gonna like relax for a bit. But yeah, I mean, it's just fun being in a city with a lot of parks and a lot of people in the parks. And the orchestra is packing up in literally a school bus. Seemingly we have to get by markets to get to any bus terminal. So someone said that the bus is coming at 9, someone said 9:05, someone said 10. So I'm going to the more frequent bus to San Salvador, see that a bit, and then go to Coahuila from there later. So we're gonna miss a lot of the food festival, hopefully not all of it. Someone had light bulbs on the bus.